Hey there, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a few different things all Halloween themed. I'm going to share with you a DIY that I did using mostly dollar store items, and it is a Hocus Pocus themed DIY. And then the second thing is I'm going to show you how I decorated my coffee bar, hot chocolate bar area for Halloween. And then the last thing is I'm going to take you on a home tour. The first part of that is going to be in the daytime, and then the second part will be at night. So I hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy this video, then please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video. Also, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel. So let's get started. So we're going to be using this Easter sign that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I just taped over the glittery letters on the front, but we're going to be using the back. I painted over the back with this paint that I also picked up at Dollar Tree. It is a chalkboard paint. I'm not using it as a chalkboard, but I love the coverage and the finish of this paint. It's a nice matte finish and it covers well. Then we're using the white folk art chalk paint. And these stencils I picked up at Dollar Tree as well. While we work our way through the letters, we let part of it dry, and I'm going to use these poster letters and start putting them on. So as you can see, I am spelling out my words, which the ones I'm doing in the stickers are Hocus Pocus, as you can see. But as my letters at the top dry, then I can continue with my stenciling. Now, some of the letters, actually I think it was just the O, had the O kind of split, and I wasn't crazy about that, so I went back in and filled that in and also did a little bit of touching up. So now I'm done with the stickers and the stenciling, and so we're going to go on to the next step. I'm going to mix some yellow and red paint because I didn't have an orange paint on hand, and then I'm going to use this other yellow paint by itself. So now I'm sort of creating a soft blurred look with this yellow paint. I'm kind of sponge painting it on with a dry sponge and blotching it on there, and just continuing until I cover a good amount around each of the letter stickers. Once I covered all the letters, I went back in with a dry sponge and sort of pulled from the center to the outer part and made it sort of a drier, thinner, wispier appearance to the paint around the edges. And next I peeled off all the stickers, and I think that gives a really nice effect to my sign. And now I'm going to use this stencil of a witch's hat that came in a set from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put it up in this upper right hand corner, and this is where my orange paint comes in. So I'm going to use a sponge and fill in the orange paint on most of the hat, except for that little section in the center. I'm going to use white paint on that. So I think this was a nice touch to add to this upper part of my sign. The edges didn't come out super clean, but we'll clean those up in a bit. Now I went back in and dry brushed a little bit of white paint around the edges of my Hocus Pocus words. Now I'm taking some of that orange paint from the hat and splattering it throughout the sign. I want this sign to have a very sort of a magic spell kind of look to it, and I think that gives it a nice effect. Now for the final touch on this sign, we are going to use a stick that I just got out of my front yard. And you could use twine for the bristles of your broom, but I took apart some of the nautical rope from Dollar Tree because it had a really sort of rough look to it. So I unwound it and separated it and then cut it down to size and put it on the edge of the stick, as you can see. Wrap some twine around it, hot glued it in place, and this turns out to be a really cute miniature witch's broom. Now we're just going to hot glue this to the bottom of our sign right under the hocus pocus. And now we're all set. Now I realized that I did not put an apostrophe in the word it's, and that is because there was not an apostrophe in my set of stencils, so I just completely forgot about it. And eventually I did remember, and I did write it in. So you'll see at the end of this video that I did put the apostrophe in there. I don't know how you are, but those little things kind of bug me, so I just wanted to mention that in case it bugs anybody else too. So now I'm going back in with this brush that I picked up at Dollar Tree. It has a very straight edge to it, and I love brushes like this because they allow you to be very precise with your painting. So now my sign is finished, and here's how it looks in the daytime and at night. Now we're going to start on my coffee and hot chocolate bar, and I'm just showing you how it was empty, and I still had a chalkboard sign that I had made for just for the fall. Things got a little messy, and I still have some summer things left in here. Even though I had transitioned to fall, I left a few of the summer things in there. So I'm going to start by redoing the sign. I just found an image on Pinterest that I liked, and I just sort of copied it as best I could just to get an idea of what kind of lettering I would like and how to make it work for my little chalkboard. I'm sorry I don't have more images or video footage of me doing that, but I don't really think it would have helped you anyway because I just sort of winged it and went with the flow. But it turned out really cute, I think, and I think it's like a really nice touch for Halloween. Now I took all of my jars out of the little tray and emptied them and cleaned them all out, and now I need to clean out this tray, as you can see here. And once it's clean, I set it back down and put the clean jars in there and start filling everything back up. If you are interested in learning about my coffee bar and how I made it initially, I have a video on that. The coffee canister itself is from Target, and the jars were from Dollar Tree some were from Dollar Tree and some were from Target, and they did not match at all. But I used a painting technique to make them all sort of look like a galvanized kind of tin, and that way I sort of turned these mismatched jars into a nice little set. And I've used them ever since. I also painted the tray that's on the bottom. That was just like a plain basic wooden tray I think I picked up at Michael's. Now we're going to start adding all of the Halloween goodies and also a few decorations. So the first thing we have are these marshmallows. They are pumpkin spice. And then these circus cookies. They're little animal crackers with icing. Super cute and quite delicious. Then we have this pumpkin spice. They're pods, but they're cappuccino pumpkin spice. And then we have the hot apple cider. That is, I believe, by Mott's. Those are also pods. And then next is the Dunkin' hot chocolate, which I still have not tried, but it looks and sounds fantastic. I have these stir sticks that I picked up at Target last year, and they have the spiders and then the beetles on them. I think these are so creepy and cool looking, so I was happy to find those last year. I'm also adding these straws that I picked up this year, also from Target, and the orange and the black look really cool. And then these orange, these are the pumpkin spice marshmallows. Those were, I think, only like 98 cents at Walmart. I did them through the Walmart pickup. These Mother's shaped animal crackers with icing. They are so cute. They're white and orange, as you can see, with sprinkles. They are delicious, and they're only about 10 to 12 calories each. I personally like that because when I walk past this bar here, I tend to pick up a few little things to just eat, and knowing that they're only 10 or 12 calories for one is not so bad. So this is looking cute so far. Now we're going to add our pods. So I just have this jar that I picked up at Dollar Tree. It does not hold a lot, but we restock it quite often, and our pantry is just, right around the corner. But I think it's nice to have a few on display and keep them handy. We do like herbal tea sometimes, so I'm going to take some of the lemon and orange tea and put it in one of the clear jars. I put a few of the regular coffee pods into the last jar just to have that handy as well. We do make full pots of coffee every day, but sometimes you just want, maybe we run out or whatever. So I just like to keep some of those pods handy. So we are done now, and I think it turned out so cute, but I wanted to add one more touch to my witch's brew sign. So I found these little wooden stickers at Dollar Tree, and those little witches hats add just the right touch to that sign. And now this coffee bar for Halloween is officially finished, and I think it turned out so cute. So now I'm going to leave you with a tour of our home and how we decorated for Halloween. At first it's going to be in the daytime, and then you'll see at night how it looks with everything lit up. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you are new here, again, I would love it if you would subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Also, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope everyone has a safe and happy Halloween.